In this video, I'm going to show you the next phase of our master bathroom remodel. It starts with our concrete removal. We're going to use this big boy right here that we rented. We hooked it to our water line, just used a quick connect for that. And then also we used a box fan to blow as many of the fumes and the dust out, and used our vent fan. Hindsight being what it is, we probably should have did some duct work for our box fan, but it wasn't too bad actually. Getting started with cutting the concrete, it actually blew up a bunch of dust at first until the water kind of settled everything down, so it's not as bad as it looks. Here you can see in the video that the hair is actually clearing up because the dust is settling, that water is keeping it down now, and the fumes weren't even that bad, but we were gonna take a break. Now that break's over, we're gonna get to breaking up that concrete so we can get down and find out where our plumbing is and how we can hook to it. Because in this corner right here is where we're gonna be putting our new jetted tub, and so we gotta tie in the drain for that to our existing plumbing. Even after breaking everything up, it was still wedged in there pretty good, so I just got a crowbar and pried it out till I can get everything. And there's our drain. I thought it went more at an angle over to the main line, but I guess I was wrong. Now that we got the stuff located for our tub, we're moving over to where our shower is going to be. We have to run a couple of supply lines from our main lines over in the wall right there to where our knee wall is going to be, where we're going to have our valves for our shower. Also, our drain for our shower is going to be in this area, and the old tub shower combo is in this area, so we have to get this all cut up and locate everything there. Now that we're done cutting that portion, we're going to work on cutting a trench over for our vent, because we're going to put it out in the wall instead of in the middle of the room where it is now. And then also we're going to cut up the slab around the toilet flange so that we can rotate it 90 degrees so it'll face a different direction when we're all done. After a short little break, came back to get moving on this some more, and I could not get the saw started. I spent probably 5-6 minutes trying to get this thing started, looking like a fool. So then there was some profanity, took another break. Then I came back, it started right up, but I was so frustrated because it was just so easy to get it started after 2 minutes that I forgot to push record, and I finished doing a couple cuts, and I also did some relief cuts for where we're going to have our 0-entry shower. Also, remember this part right here. I guess it's true, it's always better to be lucky than good, because I almost made a huge mistake. On the far side of this toilet flange, I started to get into my footers. I got out as much as I needed to, really, to remove the old flange and relocate the new one. Here we're having to cut over for our new shower drain. See me cutting this corner off right here. That's just to give us more than enough room for our drain. I don't want it interfering at all with that. And then I start making a bunch of these relief cuts because we want a 0 entry shower. And I figure if I cut it up a bunch like this, that when I chisel it out to get my slope, it'll make it a lot easier. Especially since I have a little time left on my rental, so I might as well use this big saw for that. I might still have to break out my little circular saw with a diamond blade to make a couple of passes, but this sure was a lot faster and easier. We're gonna go ahead and start doing some clean out and get ready to do our plumbing. It is kind of nice how our house was built. They just piled up a big pile of sand, threw down some forms, poured a slab, and built a house on it. So it made real easy work digging. Here I'm just trying to keep some of the concrete chunks and the dirty fill separate for some of the clean fill so that we can backfill. I'm saying fill a lot, but that's what we're talking about. So we're just trying to keep the clean stuff and the dirty stuff separate, and I'm just hauling the dirty stuff out in buckets and throwing the clean stuff right there in a pile so that we can use it whenever we're done doing our plumbing. I'm just cutting out the old, capping it so we don't get a bunch of stuff down our drain, and getting it ready for our new plumbing to tie into it. And then right here, as I'm digging, I noticed my water supply lines are right there. Now, if you remember earlier in the video when I did this, I could have easily went through one of those lines, and that would have been a huge project trying to fix that. Now, I did check these over fairly well. I didn't even find a single little dent or ding in them, so I guess I lucked out. Now that we're done for this week, don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along